This is a potting mix I use for my jewel orchids. Laid out here, I'm about to mix it up. Underneath you can see fine orchid bark. There's 5 parts of fine orchid bark in there. 2 parts of cocoa peat in there. 1 part of pumice, this grey stone up here, volcanic grey stone. And then I've chopped up some sphagnum moss into smallish pieces, and they'll retain some more moisture around the roots of the plants. Not that there's very many, but they will retain that. Alright, so I'll mix that up now, and then once we've dampened that down, we'll then start planting. Mix it up to get a homogeneous mix. We don't want it to layer out in the pots. We want it to be reasonably consistent. And that's starting to look alright actually. Alright, that'll do us. I'll put that into a container now to keep it separate from my other orchid mixes. And then I'll get the plants that we're going to repot today. It's always good to have a little bit of mix on hand, made up already, because you don't want to have to make up a full batch each time you get 1 or 2 plants in. So it's nice to have a little bit left over. These are the plants that we're going to repot today. 2 lovely little specimens of Anoectochilus siamensis. Look at the white line in there. Isn't that pronounced? And that beautiful dark leaf there with the white line on it. They're the 2 Anoectochilus. And Aspidogyne Argentea. A bit tricky to pronounce that one, but I noticed when it arrived it had a flower spike, a flower bud on it. There it is there, which has dropped off. It was starting to open, came from the top there, so we'll have to be careful when we open it. There may be a new shoot starting down the bottom. Alright, one of the Anoectochilus first. We'll remove the paper, the tissue paper on it that was put there when it was shipped, to keep some moisture in around the plant. I'll take the tissue paper and the sticky paper off the pot so that we can see what the plant looks like. That's the name of the plant. I'll put the label aside for the moment while we take all this paper off. Being careful not to hurt the plant at the same time, but it's pretty thick. The seller has done a good job of keeping the plant healthy until it arrived here. Take the well, I would think that looks like it's pretty well planted actually. I don't think I'll have to do anything to that. That seems to be pretty well potted.
Obviously the seller is seriously into jewel orchids. It's quite obvious that he's not just selling to make a profit.
Yeah, got sphagnum moss in the bottom of it. I'll put the label back in again. I'll take the label out of the other one and we'll remove the padding on the top of the plant. I'll cut that with a pair of scissors. We don't want to slip with a razor blade. It should now just pull apart, which it does. Very carefully undoing the paper on it. Now, got some sticky tape there a little bit, take that off. And we'll have a look at this. That plant is also very well, you can see the sphagnum moss in the bottom there. Well, we may not be doing very much repotting today. That looks pretty good. And the third one from the same seller, so it may well be in the same condition. If so, it's become an unboxing video instead of a replanting video. I'll take the paper off, remove the name tag. So I would imagine this plant will be potted the same way, because the other two were very, very good. Tiny little weed there, I'll take that out. Have a look for the base of the plant to see if there's any new shoots on it. Not yet. That's where the flower spike was, of course. Turn it over. Sphagnum moss again. Right. Put the label back into the plant. And I don't even need to put any of my super duper sphagnum moss on the top of that, because it's already got good moss on it. Well, there we go. Shame about the flower on the Argentea that broke off, but it's certainly a mature plant. You can see the spike up the top where the flower bud used to be. And so there they are. 1, 2, 3 lovely looking plants. The Anoectochilus are just superb with their lines, with the white lines up the really dark green leaves. They look lovely.